Hey guys, it's Ruben here, bringing you part 15 of the Evil Within 2 Classic Difficulty walkthrough. So, this is the last video, guys. This is the final video I'm making for this guide, and it's going to encase Chapter 16, the rest of Chapter 16 actually, and all of Chapter 17, and it's going to pretty much finish the game off. So, after reloading a couple times, I get a lot of herbs and a lot of nails, which is perfect. I only had 2 keys and I needed those nails in order to make explosive bolts, and I'm going to compel you guys to do the same because it's definitely going to be needed in this scenario, because I believe the explosive bolts are so useful when it comes to fighting the boss, because there'll be sequences where her weak points are covered with webs. Not webs, but it's like these weird, I don't know what to call them. It's like goop, but it's like crystallized goop. And to break them easily, if you just aim a couple explosive bolts at them, they literally shatter, and then you can take her weak points in her stomach and in her face with explosive bolts. It's weird to say that I run out during the battle even though I have so many, but I do. Because I miss most of my shots. That's the mistake that I make, and then I'm pointlessly looking at the mirror. It's like, I'm gonna go that way, but the exit is this way. But guys, this is it, the last and final encounter in STEM. I was super excited when I got to this part. I was really late in the night. My eyes were gorging, bloodshot red, but the adrenaline just kept me going. All you gotta do is walk all the way to the top over there. I don't even know why I didn't skip this entire scenario. Maybe it's just to show where to go. I don't know. I think I left it in because I can explain about the boss battle before we get there. So the boss starts with, it's a giant monster. It's a giant ice-like creature. I don't know, it's a goop creature that's solidified. I don't know what to call it. It's Myra, your wife, okay? You should know this by now. You know who it is. She takes control of the core and she gets all powerful and she becomes monstrous. So the way this boss battle starts is, oh god, yeah. So her abdomen, her stomach is housing the weak point. That's where you want to shoot. So don't worry, you're not going to get hurt in that scenario. You should immediately switch to your explosive bolts and wait until you see her weak point, which is that, and aim for it. Because, yeah, see, it's starting to open up those creases. It's basically starting to tear. When she moves her arm, it's a sweep, so try to go all the way back, like all the way behind, so you don't get hit by, guys. This is a boss battle where my reactions were pretty much at its wit's end, and when I take damage, I use as many medkits as I need to get through this portion because I just wanted to complete the difficulties. Right there, I used all, I think 2 or 3 explosive bolts to destroy the barrier. Now, you see that? Her weak point's getting bigger and bigger. That just means it's about to explode soon, and I missed that shot. Instead of hitting her, I hit her hand. It's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I get hit multiple times throughout this fight, so you guys are going to have to excuse me on that one. So, 2 explosive bolts directly at her weak point should actually take her out to the next phase. Maybe 3. I might be mistaken. Yeah. The starting doesn't really go my way, guys. Don't worry. Like I said, it's a battle of attrition. At this point, you guys should be, you should have more than enough ammo, herbs, and resources, and gunpowder and all that good stuff to create as much ammo as you need to create, fight this boss. I get unlucky here, so I'm just like, you know what? Let's craft some more explosive bolts, and let's finish the sequence up, because when she bends down, it's an awkward angle for you to shoot her. So the easiest way is definitely the explosive bolts. If you got sniper rifle, another good idea to do that. If you get really close to her, you can use your shotgun, but it's like, again, it's just it's the way that she moves and the angle that she shows you. It doesn't really give you that much chance to hit her. So right here I get hit again, and I think after this I learned my mistake. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna heal and not ever get too close to this boss, because I don't know, it's just the intricate design of this boss. It doesn't lend itself to a proper, like, I can't get a good angle on her. So I'm gonna use my harpoon bolt, because the moment you release it, it does some ridiculous damage. This is where I use all my different types of ammo. There we go. I actually get that shot off. I was kind of getting worried that I wouldn't. Now, once you destroy that weak point, a ton of spiders come out. Now, your initial thought would be to, oh my god, take out my shotgun. Oh my god, take out my shock bolt and then put it on the ground. It's not necessary. Two easy ways to deal with them is just do what I'm doing. I'm just tapping them. I'm tapping X when they get close. You might take some damage. You might not take some damage. If you're one of those players who doesn't want to take any damage, you want to just perfect this boss fight, get a freeze arrow ready, throw it on the ground, and then just one, like, it will destroy 80% of the spiders if they all clump up. So the best way to deal with this boss fight right now is not to use the harpoon bolts, because they were a little bit slow. Wait until she slams her arm, and then take out your handgun and shoot her weak points. This is elementary when I say that, because I don't know. I miss all my harpoon bolts. I should have saved it for the final sequence where her face is the weak point. But you know what? You live and learn, right? This was the successful run, so I just went with it. So what you want to do is, throughout the fight, you want to weaken both the left and the right, her left and right weak point. So right now I just shot her left weak point. Now, in my opinion, if I had redone this boss battle, my one advice would be to take out her right weak point, the one I just shot at, completely, all the way down, before you deal with the left one. The reason being, in this video, I take out her left one, like I destroy it first, and her arm detaches, and it grabs you, and you're left in this awkward scenario where it grabs you, right? And you have to shoot its weak point, the arm's weak point. So right there, if you shoot those, you don't have to shoot them, you can go up to them and melee them, but if you don't shoot them, spiders come out, so it's up to you. But as I was saying, if her left arm is the one that you break and it grabs you, since you're shooting from your right side of the screen, it puts you in an awkward angle where you can't aim at it properly, and if you take too long, she will kill you. She will instantly kill you. So you need to shoot this weak point on her broken arm before it crushes you to death. Now, if you shoot the right arm out, the one I'm not shooting, off first, then the angle in which you shoot is so much better. It gives you a wide open angle to shoot from, and it's actually much easier. I've tested this after I beat this mode. I went back and I did my nightmare run from the save, and I tested it out. It puts you in a much better angle for you to shoot. So my advice is, guys, shoot the right one. I keep shooting the left one like an idiot, and you're gonna see this right now. So it breaks, and that thing, it comes and grabs you, and now you're gonna see what I mean by the awkward angle, because it's grabbing me from its left side, and I have to shoot from my right hand. It puts me, look at this, I can't really aim between his head and the thing, like it's so awkward. But if it grabbed me from the other side and his arm was coming around the right side, you get a better angle of shooting it. That's what I mean. So shoot the right one off first before you target the left one. So that was phase 1. Technically that was phase 2. Phase 1 was when you took its stomach out, its weak point in the stomach. Phase 2 was when it had 2 weak points on its arms, and you take out one of its arms. This is phase 3. It's got this giant tentacle, and it can do multiple different attacks. One of them is she can pound. Yeah, right there. She puts that thing right in front of her, and she can slam it on the ground. If you stay still for too long, what she does is she charges her tentacle forward. What she's doing right now, she's summoning these goopy creatures that can grab you. So if you just strafe left and right, they wouldn't get you. Like if you run towards the left and run towards the right, those things will never get you. That's the best way to handle them. But as I said, if you don't move around in this fight, she has the tendency to slam the tentacle on the ground in front of her and charge at you with it. And obviously she can slam it on, like that's the move. That's the move you want to watch out for. It basically charge in front of you. So the best advice I can give you is wait until she uses her left hand to hit you, then use your bullets to shoot her. I waste a lot of bullets here trying to aim from ridiculous angles, and it really doesn't work. Sometimes I hit her, sometimes I don't, and I waste more bullets than I get any shot. Like my accuracy must be down the drain at this point. Another thing she can do is swipe in front of her. So you want to be as far away as you can, and then the second swipe comes all the way at the far end. So she basically swipe close to her, swipe far away from her, and swipe close to her again, and slams in front of her. So what you want to do is to dodge those things, is to move away from her for the first swipe, going close for the second swipe, and then for the third swipe go away from her, and then just strafe left and right, so you avoid that tentacle slam. It's weird that I call it that. It has different connotations, but this, like I said, she doesn't have too many new attacks. She will slam on the ground multiple times, and that's about it. Now, say you run out of ammo, like I do. Craft some. You must have a ton of gunpowder. If you have sniper rifle ammo and you're a good aim with it, use it. If you really need to, after she slams her left arm, run up to her, pull out your shotgun, and shoot her. It does a lot more damage. So right here, you know, the moment I see that, you know she's gonna summon those things. But it's very simplistic, this boss design, in my opinion. Now, what if you run out of gunpowder and you can't make any more ammo? Well, you see those statues that's on the floor, those frozen people? I don't know, stone people, ash people, I don't know what to call them. If you go smash them with your melee attack, they will drop ammo and syringes. So that's a good way to get ammo. And say if you use up all your ammo for every gun, every possible gun in your arsenal, then she will summon spiders, and you can step on them, and they will drop ammo. But they drop like 2 or 3 ammo at a time. So you're gonna have to get real crafty when I say that. I mean, like, you're gonna have to be very on point at that point, because at that point it's a battle of attrition, right? You save your ammo and use it whenever it's important. Right here, I have a ton of ammo, so I just go nuts. Again, guys, I'm sorry that my aim is garbage. My right thumb was killing me at this point, but like I said, it's literally adrenaline that got me through. Several layers of skin tore off at that point after I finished this battle. That's how much I put myself through in terms of going through this game. This is how much pain I had to go through getting this done. But you guys will have a much easier time. This boss battle isn't hard at all compared to the other bosses. This one, not too difficult. So right here I run out of ammo, so I make a couple more ammo or a couple more bullets for my handgun. In retrospect, I should have just switched to my sniper rifle, which, wow, I'm stupid. Why craft it and then go switch for the, oh my god. Did you see that? I should have taken that shot 2 seconds early. But that's just my reactions right now. It's down the toilet. I don't know how I'm going to be playing Wolfenstein on its hardest difficulty when it comes out with these reactions. I can tell I'm going to be struggling, especially on when COD comes out. Like, it's got a realistic mode, doesn't it? Where you die in like 1 hit or something like that. God damn, this is going to be great. So, I actually do pretty decent with the sniper rifle. 2 out of 4 shots I've hit, and I take its left arm out. And this is pretty much nearing the end because her face is the weak point now. At this point, craft whatever you can to hit her face. Whether it be handgun bullets that you're comfortable using, whether it be sniper rifle bullets that you're comfortable using. If you have assault rifle, remember I picked up that assault rifle and I never ever used it up to this point. So I'm going to use it. I I waste a lot of the bullets because the recoil on this gun is ridiculous. Her trend doesn't really change in terms of how she fights. Since she only has the tentacle, she'll slam it, and then she has a long, I don't know, recovery animation for it. So right there, she's pushing forward. She will guard her face by pushing it down. The only safe time to shoot her face, or her weak point on her face, is when she's standing like this, when she's doing nothing. When she's about to attack, she will slam her face in the bottom, like not slam her face, but she'll cover her face and she'll point it downwards towards the floor, so you can't actually shoot it. And when she finishes her attack, she's in a motion, so you can't get it. Like right now, look, I'm trying to aim for the sweet spot, and I miss most of my shots. You guys are probably thinking, oh, this guy must be retarded if he can't make his shots, but it is what it is, guys. I did my best with my busted up hand, and this is the result of it. At this point, I know I have the victory in the bag, so I switch to my shotgun, and I get close, and I just pop her. I mean, there's nothing too much I can tell you here other than don't miss your shots, because everything else is... Oh my god, that was such a terrible shot. Like, it's just... she moves so much. But, I don't know. That's pretty much it. I mean, what else can I say about this fight other than wait for a chance to shoot her. Don't waste your bullets like this. Wait until she actually is up high in the air where your bullets actually matter. Because all I'm hitting is not her weak point. I'm not hitting her weak point at all. Look at that. I'm wasting. My reactions are slow. But hey, I think I run out of shotgun bullets, so I create some more, and then I switch to my handgun and I finish her off. All in all, you know what? If I redid this battle, it would be much faster. My hand's a little bit healed when I'm recording commentary on this. I know I can do better. It's just, it's a bit too late. What I wanted to show you guys was my first run through the classic difficulty, you know, unedited. No, not unedited, but it's like, just what was happening in front of me for my first experience. This is my first time journey through this game. And all I'm giving you is my tips afterwards on what to improve, what you guys can do better than me. And I'm sure you guys are going to be doing better than me already. But the boss battle is pretty much over. I mean, I used my last few shotgun shells, and then I switched to my handgun, and then I finish her. Once you finish her, it directly puts you in a cutscene where you can skip that cutscene, and it will start Chapter 17. Chapter 17 is an interesting chapter. The reason I say that is because it introduces a mechanic where you fight humans who use guns, and you get to play as Kidman at that point. And it's kind of funny because you have infinite ammo in that sequence. Your health is almost 3 times the normal health that you would have in this entire game. And there we go, I got her. So I skipped the cutscene, and all you have to do now is... This is Chapter 17, by the way. I skipped the cutscene, so... All you have to do right now is run towards the house and go inside, and then you'll get... You know, you'll transition to Kidman's scene. I'll basically cut that cutscene out because it's such a long cutscene. But Kidman, it makes no sense that they introduce a third-person shooting mechanic where you're fighting against other humans, and you have almost like 3 times as much health as Sebastian would, unupgraded, throughout this entire playthrough, and you have infinite ammo, and enemies stagger you when they shoot you. So it's like, you'll see what I mean. I skipped this part. So I try to aim. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to like aim perfectly for a headshot. My advice would be just pop up and shoot. Once you have a general location of where they are, just pop up, spam R2 and get back in. Like, look at that damage. It was like minuscule damage. I don't even know why they bothered to put this in the game because it doesn't really add much to the game, in my opinion. This is my least favorite moment in the game because it really doesn't lend itself to a third-person shooter game. I know that the assignment, the DLC for The Evil Within 1 I never played that DLC. I watched my friend play it, a little bit of it, and that's about it. So there might have been moments where this was actually a thing in that first game, in that DLC. But when I got to this section, I'm just like, why is this even here? It's so boring, so bland compared to the rest of the game, which was otherwise, I don't know, pretty amazing. Well, I say amazing, but it's like, compared to other survival horror games that come out in recent years, I mean, this one's up there. It's pretty up there with its quality and gameplay. I wish there was a dodge feature in this game where you can dodge attacks, but hey, I'll take what I can get. So right now, as I said, wait until they finish shooting, and then you just pop up, shoot, and let the auto aim assist take care of it. And then once you do this scenario, you're gonna, you know, it's gonna transition you into the next cutscene, like where you get to play as Sebastian, and there's not much else to do. You're just gonna run up the stairs, and then you're gonna open Lily's door, and then it's gonna transition into another one of what's her name's Kidman's scene. Right here, I just skip the cutscene and it goes straight to Kidman's scene. Right here, this is the last three or four enemies that you're gonna fight in the entire game. So this first guy, don't worry about the bullets. Like I said, you have unlimited bullets. Just wait until he pops up, and your health regenerated from the previous fight. So again, I don't know why they did that. It would have been a little bit harder if your health was, you know, whatever you had left over. So when you kill one of them, right, the other one comes and takes his spot. So basically what you can do is you can basically wait until he pops his head out and then shoot him again. So like, this makes it even easier. You just wait until they take his cover, take his spot. And I don't even know why they included this. This adds nothing to the overall difficulty of the game. You can die here and you have to restart the entire wherever you saved the last time. But it's like, it's highly unlikely that you will die here because it's such a easy and pointless I don't know, mechanic in the game, in my opinion, or a section in the game. But this is it. Once you reach that final door, you've pretty much beaten the game. All you have left to do is, I've transitioned that cutscene. You have to carry Lily all the way to the mirror in your room, and you can die here if you take too long. If you don't move for too long, you can basically the world will just break apart and then you will die. I have tested it, so don't test it on your classic difficulty. I tested on Nightmare, and I tested on casual, but yeah, all you have to do is follow the path. Nothing too difficult here. This is basically the end of the game. Once you reach that end, you're gonna have a series of cutscenes. You know, post-credits cutscene. It's an interesting cutscene. I won't ruin it. It just basically shows a possibility for the Evil Within 3. It pretty much ends Sebastian's and Kidman's story, but then I don't know why it alludes to the Evil Within 3. But there it is, guys. My clear time, which is 7 hours and 36 minutes. I get 3 trophies and ones for beating it on Nightmare, Survival, and Classic. But 0 saves remaining. But you know what? It was more than 7 hours, guys. I must have put at least 20-something hours into it because I restarted multiple times. And for beating it, you get, I think, 50 or 80,000 green gel. You get his Drifter costume. You also get the Magnum. If you beat it on Nightmare, you get the Magnum, but if you played Classic, you also get Magnum and you get the Brass Knuckles. And you also get the Infinite Ammo Supply. So when you start New Game Plus with this game, you're gonna have infinite ammo, so go nuts on those freeze bolts, eh? You just go out to every boss and every enemy, freeze bolt them, switch to your Magnum, and then take them out in like a couple shots. But guys, this is literally the end of the series. This is the end of the video. I'm just gonna leave this out there as my outro. I wanted to thank you guys for watching my video. It was, or videos, I would have to say, this entire series. This is my first walkthrough on YouTube on my channel. I did another walkthrough for one of my friends. I collaborated with my friend's channel. It's called Fexter Life. I did a Mass Effect Andromeda Insanity Mode walkthrough. I basically showed how to go from... it was a brand new game. I got it like a week early. And, you know, from start, I did a Insanity Mode walkthrough. And it did decently well. It's just I was very slow with the game. I took my time with it. So, you know, it was put on their channel. You guys, I'll link it in the bottom if you guys are interested in watching it. Most of you probably not interested in Andromeda after all the flack it got, and I completely agree with it, but the gameplay I felt in that game was amazing. So I'm actually extremely happy that I was able to do this first walkthrough for my channel. Every other walkthrough that I put out is basically just me going through the game, you know, showing my playthrough of the game. But this one, I feel like I put a lot of energy and my soul into it because, you know, it takes a lot of time to comment things, get them all edited, rendered, and stuff like that. I loved it. I love this experience. I love the fact that I can give some or impart some knowledge about the game, even though I don't think I know as much as many of you guys do. It's just, you saw my gameplay. It was enough to get me through Classic Mode, and I'm hoping people who are similar to me can watch this guide and get that confidence to do the Classic Mode. If you're worried about this game, don't be. It's not as hard as the first game. Akumu mode in the first game was retardedly hard. This is just a test of patience, because if you die, it just means you have to repeat what you've done 2 hours for like an hour or two. And I show really good paths to getting most of this game out. Like, if I redid this game, I'm sure I can beat this in like 5 hours, and I could show you the best possible guide. But I'm just gonna show a like gameplay which is like super, how do I say, super focused, hyper, like, I don't know how to say it. It's like, you know, really good gameplay. But that's not what I wanted to showcase. What I wanted to showcase is I'm also human. I can make mistakes, but even if I make mistakes, it's what you do at that moment. It's what if you can overcome it or not. It's basically don't lose. I don't know how to say it. It's just don't lose your head. Keep your head always focused, and you will always find another way to get out of that situation. Many times you saw me take hits, and that's just how it is. That's just how the game goes. But guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the entire way. I want to thank you guys for leaving comments and leaving your feedback. I hope I can do something like this in the future, maybe for Call of Duty, World War II, hardest difficulty walkthrough or something like that, or maybe Wolfenstein 2, New Colossus, hardest difficulty, anything that relates to a ridiculous challenge. I wish I did this for Neo, but yeah, whatever. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the series helped you get the Classic Mode difficulty done. And leave in the comments what you guys thought about this series and what I could improve, what I can do better for next time. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, take care.